Hello students, let's start with another important question, that is structure of Anatropous ovule. Gynoecium is the female reproductive floral whorl having different members called carpels. Each carpel consists of ovary, style and stigma. Ovary encloses one or more ovules in it. You remember the diagram of a complete flower? So, gynoecium is the female reproductive floral whorl having individual member called as carpel. Carpel consists of ovary, style and stigma. Ovary encloses one or more ovules in it. Now, an ovule is the integumented megasporangium. What does that mean? Look at this. Now, this is the diagram of Anatropous ovule. Anatropous ovule. These are the integuments. These are the integuments. So, this and this are the integuments of the ovule. An ovule is the integumented megasporangium of the seed-bearing plants. An ovule which has a bent axis and downwardly directing opening is called as micropyle. This is termed as Anatropous ovule. In part 1, we have seen what is Anatropous ovule. So, what is Anatropous ovule? Downwardly directed or downwardly directing opening of micropyle is termed as Anatropous ovule. Ovule has a bent axis. Downwardly directed opening micropyle is termed as Anatropous ovule. When the micropyle, could you see this? This is the micropyle. When this micropyle is directing downward, it is called as Anatropous ovule. It is the most common type of ovule in angiosperm. Megasporogenesis. What does that mean? That means formation of megaspore and development of female gametophyte takes place inside the ovule. What is megasporogenesis? Megasporogenesis means formation of megaspore. Development of female gametophyte takes place inside the ovule. What is megasporogenesis? Megasporogenesis means formation of megaspore. Where does the development of female gametophyte takes place? Inside the ovule. Now, let's see the VS of mature ovule, or you can say structure of Anatropous ovule. Now, this structure of Anatropous ovule consists of two main parts, that is the stalk and body. Now, what does this stalk consist of? This stalk of ovule is called funicle or funiculus. It attaches an ovule with a fertile tissue of ovary called as placenta. Now, look over here. This is the stalk. This is the stalk. This is either called as funiculus or funicle. Now, this funicle attaches the ovule. Okay, so this helps, this funicle, this stalk attaches the ovule. Now, what is the function of the stalk? What is the function of the stalk? The stalk of ovule is called as funicle. It attaches an ovule. That attachment of an ovule with the fertile tissue is called as placenta. Now, it has a vascular stand which supplies nutrition to the body of ovule. In Anatropous ovule, a considerable part of funicle remains attached with the body. This part may even persist in mature seeds and is called as raphe. See this, raphe. So, the first point of Anatropous ovule is stalk. Okay, stalk. Now, what is stalk? It is also called as funicle or funiculus. Function of stalk क्या है? It supplies nutrition to the body of ovule. What is raphe? What is raphe? A part of funicle which remains attached with the body. This part is also present in the mature seed and this is called as raphe. So what is raphe? Raphe is a part of funicle which remains attached to the body. So this raphe is the part of the funicle. This raphe is the part of the funicle. It remains attached to the base. It remains attached with the body. Which is the body? Now this is the body. This is the body. ठीक है? Now let's see what are the different parts of the body. So this body consists of nucellus, chalaza, integuments, micropyle and embryo sac. Let's study one by one. First the structure and then we shall study the function of each. In exam, it's very important for you to explain one point of structure and one point of function. If you're not writing the function, you're losing the marks. So what you can do is that when you write your notes, below this, you can write down the function of each. Now let's start with the body. The funicle bears a major swollen part of ovule at its tip called the body of the ovule. So ये जो swollen part है, वो क्या है? वो body है. The stalk funicle is attached to the basal part of the body of ovule at a point called as helium. So ये helium क्या है? ये helium is the point of attachment. This helium is the point of attachment between the funicle and the ovule. So this helium is the point of attachment. Okay, point of attachment of the stalk and the body. This is the stalk, this is the body. So helium is a point of attachment. Now let's see the parts of the body of an ovule. First one, nucellus. Could you see this? This is nucellus. This is nucellus. Okay. Fine. Nucellus. It forms the main central bulk of ovule's body. If you could see that, it forms the main central bulk of ovule's body. The nucellus represents the megasporangium proper of an ovule. It consists of diploid parenchyma cells. Now, let's see the structure of Anatropous ovule. How does it look like and what does it consist of? This diagram is very important. This is the chalazal end. This is the micropylar end. देखो यहाँ पे chalaza. Chalaza, the basal part of nucellus from where the integuments develop. यहाँ से integuments develop होता है. So chalaza is the basal part of nucellus from where the integument arises is called as chalaza. The end of ovule is called as chalazal end. Chalaza, chalazal end. Now, integuments. These are the protective covering of nucellus. ये क्या है? ये क्या है? ये nucellus है. ये nucellus को क्या कर रहा है? प्रोटेक्ट कर रहा है. तो उसका फंक्शन क्या है इंटीग्यूमेंट का? प्रोटेक्शन. किसका? nucellus का. And it surrounds completely except a small portion at the opposite or the terminal end. ये integuments क्या कर रहा है? ये कवर कर रहा है, लेकिन एक छोटा सा ओपनिंग यहाँ पे रह गया है. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज माइक्रोपाइल. ओके, सो इट इज फंक्शन क्या है इंटीग्यूमेंट का? प्रोटेक्शन. कवरिंग ऑफ nucellus, प्रोटेक्शन. which develops from the chalazal end. इंटीग्यूमेंट कहाँ से डेवलप होता है? चलाजल एंड. किसके चलाजल एंड? चलाजल एंड ऑफ न्यूसेलस. ये न्यूसेलस है. न्यूसेलस के डेवलप्स फ्रॉम द चलाजल पार्ट ऑफ न्यूसेलस. इट इज सराउंडेड कंप्लीटली. It completely except a small portion at the opposite of terminal end. There are two integuments, outer and inner. Outer and inner. These two integuments are called as bitegmic. दो integuments हैं, इसलिए उसको bitegmic बोलते हैं. Angiospermic ovules are generally bitegmic. तो जो एंजियोस्पर्मिक ओव्यूल्स हैं ज़्यादा करके बाइटेगमिक होते हैं. नेक्स्ट, माइक्रोपाइल. Now what is micropyle? The integuments leave a narrow opening at the terminal end of nucellus. It is called as micropyle. The end of nucellus is called as micropylar end. Okay, the end of nucellus is called as micropylar end. So what is the basal end of nucellus called as? The basal end of nucellus is called as chalaza. Okay. The terminal end of nucellus is called as micropyle. So the terminal end of nucellus is called as micropyle, whereas the basal part of the nucellus is called as chalazal end. Okay, so till micropyle is clear. So micropyle क्या है? Micropyle, it's at the terminal end of nucellus. Micropyle is a narrow opening at the terminal end of nucellus. At the end of nucellus, it is called as micropylar end. Embryo sac, important, very very important. ये बहुत important है. This is very important. This is important. Now what is embryo sac? ये दिख रहा है? Okay, so this embryo sac is very important. Now look at this embryo sac. Okay, could you see this? This is embryo sac. Now what does this embryo sac consist of? This embryo sac consists of 3 antipodal cells. 3 antipodal cells. Secondary nucleus. 1 egg and 2 synergids, which is called as egg apparatus. So what is this? This is embryo sac. ये क्या है? 1 न्यूक्लियस, 2 न्यूक्लियस, 3 न्यूक्लियस, 4 न्यूक्लियस, 5 न्यूक्लियस, 6 न्यूक्लियस, 7 न्यूक्लियस, 8 न्यूक्लियस. तो कितना न्यूक्लियस है इसमें? 8 न्यूक्लियस. कितने सेल है? देखो 1 2 3, ये 1 है. सो 4 5 6 7. तो कितना सेल है? 7 सेल, 7 सेल. न्यूक्लियस कितना है? 8. सो 8 न्यूक्लिएटेड. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज 7 सेल्ड. 1 2 3, ये 1 है, 4 5 6 7. तो 7 सेल